Attention please. This uploading is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. Follow us.
New Orleans, Louisiana. The owners of a local tavern have been trying to get back on their feet after Hurricane Katrina.
Just average citizens who are working to rebuild what little they have left.
But in this troubled area, others have taken a more nefarious approach. Two masked robbers raid the bar, unaware of security guard Brian Gray in the back.
Both of them had weapons. We didn't know if they were real, fake, or whatever.
As one menaces the patrons at the bar, another in a hooded sweatshirt grabs a customer and pulls him toward the register at gunpoint. Then he goes after a female bartender.
He was threatening her, he was grabbing her, he was pulling her by the hair.
Gray stands just off camera on the lower right. He takes aim at the thief holding the woman and fires.
I had a clear shot, and I took the clear shot.
The gunman collapses, and his buddy makes a terrified beeline for the exit. Gray steps in and examines the man's gun. His instincts were correct.
He actually did have a loaded 9mm, and it was cocked at the ready.
An ex-Marine and veteran of two wars, Gray's shot is both daring and incredibly accurate. The mature marksman fires just past the shoulder of a stunned patron, then narrowly avoids hitting the hostage, who's held closely against the suspect. But now, it's the citizens who are armed. And these hard-working individuals are incensed at this thug's audacious act.
He kept trying to get up. He would get up to one knee, but the patrons were throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him.
The barrage of bottles and mugs takes its toll. But the real damage has already been done.
Shot that fire hit him in the upper torso, hit an artery, and he bled to death. When we got home, yeah, I cried. I'll be honest, I cried. I felt bad. It was another young black male who could easily be working instead of out here doing this kind of crap.
It's an outcome that Brian would have liked to avoid. But when this crook threatened a woman's life, the senior sharpshooting guard was left with no choice. Salisbury, North Carolina. An elderly cashier pays no attention when a man enters the store until she feels the cold steel of a gun on the back of her head. Terrified, the feisty clerk fights back. But it's a fight that might be her last. The gun-toting bandit forces her to the ground and demands the money. Then he leads her away from the counter. Her life is in his hands. After locking her in a back room, the gunman takes off with a drawer full of cash and is unfortunately still at large. The clerk is thankfully uninjured. But when cops catch up to her assailant, they'll show him that for robbing a senior citizen at gunpoint, he'll be growing old behind bars.
Coming up, the owners of a mom-and-pop liquor store make a stand against crime. Next on the best of most chucking, Seniors Gone Wild.
Hardyville, South Carolina. It's a few minutes before closing time at Herb and Florence Tolar's liquor store. As always, the family is on guard. Just 1 year before, Herb was robbed at gunpoint. Since that terrifying night, he's been determined to protect himself.
I said, if a person pulls a gun on me in a robbery, again, I will kill him.
He's about to put his deadly resolution to the test. A masked gunman bursts in, demanding cash. The crook spots the family's daughter, Stacy, just off camera, and orders her onto the ground.
I really felt like that he was going to shoot us. I was very, very afraid for my life.
With his family in jeopardy, Herb's rage is stoked to its boiling point.
When the robber held the gun to my daughter's head, I wanted to kill him. I wanted to get my hands on him and kill him.
The criminal doesn't realize Herb has a gun at his waist, and the vengeful shopkeeper is determined to fight back. Herb slowly moves into fighting position.
I was purposely backing up toward him. I don't care whether he shot me or not.
With his life on the line, Herb makes his move. The angry store owner pounces on his attacker, hoping to disarm him. The unexpected fight scares the bad guy into bolting.
I immediately got up off the floor, pulled my automatic pistol, and thought to myself, if I got 9 shots, I should be able to hit him with one of them.
Herb shoots 3 times before his gun jams. Stacy follows with her mom, who's also locked and loaded. Herb races after the felon while his wife goes for a kill. At this point, it's literally a shot in the dark. They've lost sight of the thief. The violent incident is the last straw for the Tolars. And while police later catch the robber, the family makes the heartbreaking decision to close their store for good.
I've been going in there since I was a little girl, and it really is like losing our family member. It's very sad.
It's a bitter pill to swallow. But after 3 decades serving his town, Herb Tolar has only one regret.
I was disappointed in that my gun had jammed and I was not able to blow his brains out.
Some say youth is wasted on the young. But that doesn't mean the older set can't be every bit as feisty.
Oh my God!
And dangerous. Whether they're behind the wheel, taking on criminals, or even breaking the law. One thing is for certain. You better beware of Seniors Gone Wild.